Hello, 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 hello. Very good morning still to anyone watching. We are Speedbird 812 in the Aerosoft Airbus A320 and we've just passed our top of descent heading into Copenhagen International. So far we haven't had any sim issues, so thankfully I'm not superstitious, so I hope I haven't cursed it by saying that. But we're just passing through flight level 323 and we're descending onto the Tudlow 1 Alpha SID. We're not actually doing that via, I deleted it out of the flight plan, but it's kept it in there for some reason, just because it sort of made us go on a bit of a wiggle woggle, which we don't want to do. And we're going to set ourselves a challenge. We're going to come in on 04 right. So if I pull up the chart here, that's 04 right coming in there. Now if we look at the weather, latest weather, 12012 knots. So there is actually a 12 runway, but it's a little bit shorter. Not that that should really be an issue for a 320, but I thought I'd give it a go on a bit of a crosswind. Why not? Let's use a preferred runway. So the Tudlow 1 Alpha arrival, we pass Tudlow here, come into Corsa, and then from there we will actually just self-vector onto the ILS into 04 right. So we're coming down there. Everything seems to be reasonably tickety-boo at the moment. We've even managed to get the co-pilot working. I say managed, it magically started working. I changed nothing. The only thing I did was I turned DX10 preview on in FSX yesterday for some other stuff. Had a bit of a hissy fit when I loaded up this morning. All the knobs and dials were just light blue boxes. So I turned DX10 preview off, restarted the sim, and everything seems to be working rather nice. Now I've not been into Copenhagen before. We have the flight hamper scenery, but I've not actually been here before. I've not even checked to see if it works. So we might get some really lovely scenery like flight hamper always is, or we'll get the default FSX. Either way, we're doing it. So as you can see then on the nav display there, we are inbound Tudlow. That is our next waypoint. We've already done the descent checklist. There's not really a great deal to do. We don't have any ATC on here at Copenhagen. We did have some coming out of Heathrow. There is another aircraft here. EAG, who's that? EAG. The Eagle? Eagle Airways, New Zealand. Oh. So where's he going to? EPWA, which is Warsaw Chopin. Which is of course in Poland. That's a nice little flight actually. Ah. I'm not entirely sure if it's a real world flight, being Eagle Airways. If you're not familiar with geography, New Zealand's all the way down here. Couldn't get further away. Almost. I'll tell you what, it's not far off, is it? being the complete opposite side of the world from where they're based, but there we go. So I'm going to lose that spy over here onto my other screen that you can't see, so I can just keep an eye on it, just keep an eye on what he's doing. I will put a little message just so he knows. EKCH traffic. There we go, passing Tudlow. Okie dokie. Oh, is that? Oh, let's go and have a look at that bridge. Can we have a look at that bridge? Oh, I'll tell you what, let's do it chase plane styly. GoPro. There we go. Look at that. It's alright for FSX, that. Oh, hello, sensitive. Good for a reference. Oh my gosh, look at that weather. What is going on? Can't quite see it on the zoom in, but we're going straight through the middle of that cell, which currently is sat on... Ah, well, actually, no, it's not. Right, might be able to do something clever here. First time for everything. If I put that via back in... Does that give us a nice cheeky bit of weather avoidance? It does indeed. So we're going to do that. Just have a look at that on the plan then. So you see why I didn't choose that, because that would be coming in from the south. But that gives us a nice cheeky bit of weather avoidance, which is probably no bad thing looking at that. Ouches. It's this weather front here, I'm guessing. Yeah. All right. So speed's looking good, altitude's looking good. I will get the latest weather, which will be the last one I do. 120 fit. Ah, right. Okay. So the wind has picked up a bit. This is going to be one hell of crosswind landing. Oops. We've gone up to 15 knots. Temperature still 12 degrees. Dew point of 11. QNH 1013. Correct. He's just put taxi into runway 12. Okay. So we got V approach of 128. Our minimums are 200 feet radio here. I did key that in before. Now I am going to add a bit onto that 128. In fact, can I actually do it in here? Because of the crosswind. So I'm going to add the standard +5. Will it let me do that? Yes, it will. So, in we come. I can zoom in a wee tad on there. Oh, look at that. We are going to go straight through it. Well, that's good. I've not done any inclement weather stuff. Well, not on stream anyway. I tend to get lucky in avoiding it all. Weather's provided by Rex Essentials. HD Weather 3 or something or other. Same words, different order. Must say, personally, I'm not overly happy with Rex when it tends to inject the weather, particularly if you're loading from a crash. and you're loading into cruise, so you've got whatever FSX thinks the weather is, and then it updates it, it can quite easily stall the aircraft, or at least knock 100 knots off your speed, which when you're at cruise altitude, that can be a bit of an issue. So let's start worrying about our arrival then. It should key these in. It has done already. So 109.3 for 09 right. 040 is the course. It thinks 039. Well, I'm going to override that. And it's just overridden me. Okay, so it knows better. Fine. Do what you want. It's close enough for it to not be an issue. I am going to try and hand fly it in rather than use also land, so I can test out my lovely rudder pedals, which haven't really had much use apart from taxiing. The pedals I've got are the T-Flight rudder pedals, which are these bad boys here. Chewy recommended them. Chewy94, excellent streamer, chap called Matt Smith. That's what he uses. He recommended them, and in particular I like these because they have massive foot plates, which when you've got size 13 feet is a thing. You do need that, and they seem reasonably well made, quite robust, and so far have been alright, but they've not really taken much of a pounding yet.
Lights on.
So there's the co-pilot letting us know that we've just passed 10,000 feet. So lights can come on. Flip the wing light on as well, so we can go out to a nice external view here. Look at that, lovely scenery as well, isn't it? It's open land class Europe from Orbex. Shine on that is just absolutely stunning. I do absolutely love the Aerosoft. Don't fly the 320 much. I tend to either go big or small, so either the 318 or 19 depending on what the flight is, or the 21. I haven't got the FS Labs. Personally, I refuse to buy it simply for financial reasons. I know it's a considerably better model, an aircraft to use in terms of realism, and that's really the reason why I won't get it, because I know I've spent a lot of money on the Aerosoft series, and if I spend a lot of money on the FS Labs, then the Aerosofts can be redundant. So it's although it is a much better aircraft and I would love to have it, if money was no object, then, you know, sack it, I'll get it, but at the moment I'm being tight. So I'm not going to come all the way in here. I don't know if you can quite see that. Hang on, not that one. So it's trying to put us on an orbit. So what I'm actually going to do is when we get a little bit closer, around here-ish, I'm going to stick a direct in. So at least we're not cutting across the full storm. Doing the shortest possible hop through it. So we're using a full flat landing, all standard procedures today. I'm not going to do a flap 3. I would consider a flap 3. and come off at Victor 2, which is right the way up here, I don't think if we do a full flat, I don't think we'll come off at Bravo 5. I just don't think we've got enough distance to slow down there. But rather than doing a flat 3 and you know, really coming in quick and braking slow, coming off at Victor 1, I'm just going to go fairly standard. Hopefully come off at Victor 2, onto Whiskey, and then we'll park somewhere up here in Terminal 3. Not sure where BA normally park, but for me, I'm not overly bothered about doing real world parking and stuff. So we're going to stick our direct in here. We're going direct to Baslow. Did it do?
Approach checklist.
Well, it says we're going right because it's turning me left, which is the way I want to go. See, we picked up the glide already.
Checked. Standard.
That's pretty good. Oh my gosh, look at that weather. Ha ha ha. Oh, here we go then. Yeah, wowzers. So we've got 5 miles to go till Baslow. We're still a good 15-16 miles from the actual field, so I'm not going to arm the approach mode just yet, because as soon as you do that, it's going to pull your speed right the way back, and then we just have a really slow approach. Wouldn't normally be overly bothered by that, apart from it's just wasteful in terms of time. But here, I'm just cautious of this weather. I would rather come in quick, so you've got that penetration speed through the air. Turn them off. I don't need them on. I suppose put them on the VORs. As a transition, 1003. Oh, hang on a minute. EKCH. Right, well, I'm getting 1013. So I'm going to key that in once, key that in twice. And our distance to go is about 9 miles, 9 miles, something like that. So we can see CAS, so that's the VOR there, Kastrup. It says Kastrup VOR, which is pretty much levelish with 04 left's threshold. It's a staggered dual runway here. So 04 left comes to about there. And it's not much further than that. So, looking good, looking good. I'm going to arm the approach. So we're now in approach mode. Cat 3, dual autopilots. We're going to arm the auto brake. We're going to arm the spoilers. Why do you do that? One thing with having the co-pilot on is he can sometimes think he's better than you. Right, okay, so I've not been paying attention and we lost the glide here.
Speed check, flaps 1.
That's completely my fault. Now I can see a runway there. Have we got a problem with our BGL file?
Speed check,
Oh.
flaps 2.
Didn't mean to do that. Bit faster, bit too fast. Oh, bad. That's always when you least want it. Oh, and we're raining as well.
Terrain ahead. Full up.
1,000.
Right, there we are, we're visual. Okay, so we're well off here, so I'm going to go for the missed approach.
Go around. Flaps. Autopilot is on. Gear up.
Gear up.
Okie dokie. And we're basically, so while I get my panic on for the missed approach procedure, I'm just going to turn crosswind here. Well, I lost confidence that the localizer, sorry, it's the ILS was actually in the right place, and I don't think it was. We'll find out soon enough. And we'll start our turn downwind. Speed breaks out, shouldn't be. And then we'll try that again. So the missed approach procedure then, so we didn't do it too wrong. Climb straight ahead to 3,000 feet and form ATC, so we haven't got any ATC on, so that's not a disaster. And that's actually what the aircraft did as soon as we went into toga, just by slamming the throttles forwards. It initiated the go-round. You heard that. You heard the co-pilot say that. And it puts us in heading hold mode, which was slightly off the actual course of the runway because I'd mucked that up. Now then, can we? No, we can't. Okay, it's not a problem. That was good. I wasn't expecting to go around due to the pilot being a complete mong. I was expecting it due to weather, if anything. I've not done one for quite a long time now, actually. So it's good to do that, and doing that at a new airfield, one I've not been to before, so I've learnt there straight away that 04 right is set back a significant distance from 04 left. Much more pronounced than somewhere like Manchester or somewhere. Well, that's what it looked like, but of course the weather wasn't helping with the low cloud base. So it's 3 minutes, so I'm going to swing round. And I'm going to start pulling our speed back as well. So we're on the base leg. Swing it around another 60 degrees. Should give us roughly a 30-degree intercept. And as soon as I see the localizer coming in, I will flick us onto approach mode. In fact, no, I'm going to do that now because our glide slopes come in.
Second autopilot is on.
So we'll activate approach. Our VRAF is VAP, sorry, is 133. So that can go in there. Okay, so we're looking good now. This time, trust the instruments. Just bring a bit of lever of shame out just to help slow us down. And I'm going to bring the gear down now as well, just so we can get that drag in. Sound of those IAGs, lovely. Speed's coming in nicely then. So we'll arm the spoilers, auto brake set to medium.
1000.
1000 is checked.
Too high, too high.
No, we're not. Well, minimums are 200 feet. That's a very low cloud base, isn't it?
0, 4, right.
And flat full. Visual with the runway now.
Autopilot off.
So let's do this. Oh, that wind, eh? Hello, centre line.
300 above.
Continuing.
200 minimum.
Bets on landing rate, ladies and gentlefolk.
20, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard, 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 retard.
Long landing, long landing,
Oh,
long landing.
you
long
beauty.
landing.
Oh, apart from the float, it was a 42 foot per minute landing, that. 60 knots. Reverse is stowed. Tell you what, if I hadn't floated it, well, bounced it, could have probably come off at Bravo 5. So here's the crossing for runway 12. Even though we're not getting rain build up, let's make it semi-real. Yeah, so some learning points from that then. Main one being the ILS is correct, although you should never trust it fully. Well, at least in FSX anyway. Real life, I'm sure it's a different story. So here we are then, vacating onto Victor.
APU on.
Lights can come off. There we go. Left onto Whiskey. So we can see this is not default FSX scenery. The flight tamper has worked. Lovely jubilee. I wish I had GSX. Oh, hello. Floaty McFloaty. That's odd. What I want to do is see if we can find a stand that's got the auto dock on it. That'd be nice. In fact, there's one there. Where's that? That's Delta 1. Charlie's. Oh no, they do. There's one there. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go. Let's keep it simple and stupid. So let's go straight ahead on to Delta 1. What minging weather! So we are watching the auto dock here. Telling us to go right a bit. And stop. I don't think we quite hit the centre line there. It felt like we were on it, but oh, let's have a look. It was telling us to go right. We were already too far right. So, APU is on, engines can come off. Strobe can come off. Wing lights can come off. Beacon can come off. Seatbelt signs can come off. Just let the engine spool down a tad. Before opening the doors. Aircraft doors, there we are. Let's go into spot view. Let's have a cheeky look. Lovely. Oh, I so wish I had GSX, I really do. Giving you the stairs and the baggage carts and stuff like that, that would be very nice. So there we are. Looking good. Can we put some external power in? No, because I've not requested it yet. External power can come on. APU can come off. And that's plenty of time. There we go. Landing into Kastrup, Copenhagen International. Lovely scenery here, even in the rain. I'm dead chuffed for that. That's a shame. It looks a bit 2D. Mind you, something's not loaded there, look. Don't know what that's supposed to be. What we got on the advert. Nærunda Bepreisa I Lufthaven. Whatever that means. Hilton Hotel over there. Yeah, nice. Very nice indeed. So, yes, I do want to quit. There you go. Finished. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you again soon. I'm going to try and get another flight, probably the return flight, done this afternoon. We'll see. I'm just going to pop out for a bit. So yeah. Have a good one. Bye.